Woosa. Back in Zoom, share my screen. All right, y'all can see the screen? You can see the screen? Tish says I'm live on Facebook. Okay, good. Woo, sigh. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, I guess it would help the people if I turn on the TV for them. How about that? I've been teaching all day, so just give me some grace. I have been teaching all day. So, my screen needs to. All right, I think we're ready now. All right, so it's day 5 of the Noisemaker Challenge. Serve your audience. So, just to review, are there any newbies here? Any newbies? Any newbies? Michelle says you handle bad really well. Candace says pretty in cobalt blue. Thanks, Candace. Yeah, I've had to learn that. I think by now you trust that I know what I'm doing when it comes to media, but sometimes technology gets the best of me. So I figured y'all would give me grace. So you should be here if it's your first day. If it's your first day, first of all, veterans, welcome to newbies. If you are the answer to somebody's prayer, if you know that you need to be making a better impact on your community because you got a book, a business, or brand that you know will help people. How about if you reached out to the media and got nothing but crickets? And then what if you've been burned by a publicist? This is reason why you should be here. And we are in day 5 and we've had a great time, right, everybody? So here's why you should be here, and especially be here to listen to TJ. There we go. Let's see. It's not, okay. Just trying to get it so that. Hold on. Okay, so you should be listening to TJ if, why did the screen go white? Are y'all looking at my screen still? Can y'all still see my screen? Because all of a sudden on Zoom, can y'all still see the screen where it says why you should listen to TJ? It's a white screen. I know, that's what was kind of weird. Hold on, let me go out and come back in. That was weird. Can y'all see that now? No. Wait. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, we can see the screen. Lord have mercy, Jesus, it's that kind of taste. So I must be really getting ready to teach y'all something that's fire, because Lord. But this I'm having a problem with. I'm concerned. There we go. Well, first of all, you should be listening to TJ because my career spans 20 years of working on some of the biggest shows on television, and Extra, The Tonight Show, Shrek, Chronicles of Narnia, The Bachelor, Swamp People, Princess Diaries, The Incredibles. It spans the gamut. By now, day 5, I've earned your trust. But for the newbies, you should also listen to me because I actually have booked myself across the country on media outlets across the country, just using my laptop and my cell phone. And you should listen to me because within less than a 24-hour notice, I did an interview that the host didn't have a clue that I hadn't actually written one word of a book. So, and it just hit me. We're going to come up on some slides that I forgot to change something, but it is what it is. Content, just pay attention to the content. So, and in 1 week, I got the phone call from ESPN New Orleans, gotcha, Naka. ESPN New Orleans, Centric of BET, the sister network of BET, Centric, is now called BET Her, and the United Nations. There was a talk that was going to be held at the United Nations. I got the call, and the only reason why I didn't do it is because my 8-month-old niece passed as soon as I landed in New York. Plus, I was the behind-the-scenes producer for Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish's new film, Night School, as well as the new Shaft that's coming out in 2019 with Richard Roundtree, Jessie, Usher, and Sam Jackson. And then as a result of all this, Regina, the replay links are all in the emails that you actually should have been getting if you registered at the Noisemakerchallenge.com. You're asking about the replay links. Everything is there in all of those emails. So as a result of what I do, Media Mavericks are dominating, and this is just a smidgen. That, no, I didn't do the doctors. Remember, this is myself and my Media Mavericks. I had another Maverick who actually did the doctors, but this is just a smidgen of what we actually do. Now, you can actually try to do this yourself. You can make a lot of mistakes. You can blow your first impression. You can lose opportunities, or you can hire a publicist if you have the budget. But then with a publicist, you're going to take the gamble that they will do what they promise. And then you're still going to need to know what to say on the media interviews. Or you can hang around with TJ, get more and more TJ in your life, and you can do that on my DIY level or on my book, my media tour level, where if I take you on as a client, I'm guaranteeing you some media appearances on TV, not just radio, on TV as well. All right, so here is the promise. We're going to rock the media. I've actually done three of these, and then the fourth one is coming tonight. So by tonight, we could just quit, because I would have delivered on my promise. So rock the media. R, reach the right media outlets for your brand. O, obliterate the path to pitching TV producers. C, crush the media interview. And K, kick common publicity mistakes to the curb. We hit the R last night when I talked about dream national, act local. We hit the O last night where I told you about being a guest first. The C we're hitting tonight. The K we hit 2 or 3 nights ago where I talked about you don't need to have a publicist. You don't need to be a celebrity. You don't need to have tons of insider connections, because you're looking at the one insider connection you need, and you don't need a ton of followers. So after tonight, we can just quit. I ain't got to come back tomorrow because I've delivered on what I said. Now, with housekeeping rules, we're broadcasting live. Tish is over on YouTube. Instagram is Destiny. You must be registered at the Noisemakerchallenge.com to receive your homework assignments, replays, and to qualify for the scholarship. Search your emails for coaching at ISeeMeOnTV.com. Coaching at ISeeMeOnTV.com. But I suggest adding it to your contacts. So that way it's almost guaranteed that it's going to land in your inbox, because otherwise spam, Gmail promotions, junk, you all may have a problem with that. Carmen says, oh, don't try it, T. Don't try what? Don't try what, Carmen? All the homework must be on the assigned threads by Saturday, August 4th at 11:59 p.m. PST, no exceptions. And while I'm here, there was an assignment last night that I tagged 4 of you who had done it. The be a guest first. You did not read the instructions, and it was not based on, ended tonight. Oh, okay. Don't try to not come back tomorrow. Got it. I forgot that part. Okay. I guess because I knew I wasn't serious, but that's sweet, Carmen. But I tagged 4 of you who had done the exercise, but you didn't do it right. Go back and read the email. The Be a Guest Expert. Remember what I taught you last night. You're going to the website, seeing what you qualify for, and if you can be a guest based on what they are looking for. So you got to do the assignments correctly for them to count. Housekeeping is, hashtags rather, is I am a noisemaker, hashtag noisemaker challenge, hashtag level up. So the drawing will be August 5th at 2:15 p.m. Pacific, 4:15 Central, 5:15 Eastern. We will also be doing the Q&A and some hot seat coaching. Okay, we'll be doing this Q&A and hot seat coaching. So all the times I've been telling you to keep a list of your questions, that's the time, and I'm gonna get through as many questions as I can in the time that we're gonna have. And then, of course, every night I've been selecting a random person to give an I am a noisemaker shirt. So you got to be here live for that. And then if you have any technical difficulties, nothing's ending tonight, Amber. Amber's, she came in and heard, nothing's ending tonight, Amber. That's okay. I was just joking. Help me at MediaMavericks.tv for any tech problems, and Dr. Denise will actually take care of you. So here's how it's going to go down. At some point, we're going to do the live winner. We're going to start off with our aha moment. So 2 people, have your clothes on. Have your clothes on to come on to tell us about your aha moments from yesterday or any of the that has hit you during the challenge. With 2 people, preferably let's talk about yesterday. That's the first choice. Let's talk about yesterday. And then we're going to do the Maverick Spotlight that I'm hoping she's going to make it, but she kind of got slammed on me. And then, of course, what we've always been doing is I'm going to tell you how to get some DJ in your life, because this is just not enough. We have not even scratched the surface of what stuff is up in here. Michelle says, I feel like you have to say, have your clothes on, due to past guests. Michelle is probably more so of the host. What time is the live on Saturday? We're not doing Saturday. That's a great question. Saturday is a break for you guys to catch up on your homework. Saturday is a break for you to catch up on your homework. So no, that's a good question, Kendra. Saturday is a break. You can catch up on your homework. I need to breathe. So Tamika says she got clothes on. She's been doing videos all day. So day 4 reflection. Who got their clothes on? Who ready to come and tell me an aha moment? Who got their clothes on? Tamika says her. Okay, so Dr. Denise ain't here, y'all. So just say a prayer for your girl that I know what I'm doing. So hold on. Okay, so participants, panelists, no, attendees. Tish, find me the second person while I bring on Tamika. Okay, Carmen. Carmen is my second person. Okay, so then I'm supposed to then do allow panelists start video. So Tamika, can you at least talk?
Yeah, I just unmuted it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And then I just gave you permission to come on video.
Okay. Oh, okay. I use Zoom and I forget how to use it. So, okay.
Yay, right. I did it. Everybody celebrate. I did it without Dr. Denise. Woo woo. Job is in jeopardy now.
Good job.
Okay, let's go. What has been your aha?
So, I mean, some of these things, that you've been covering, I'm kind of familiar with some of them. Yesterday, I was like, okay, wait a minute. I didn't think about that. About that.
What's in your hand? What you eating?
Oh, I'm sorry, apple. I've been working, so I haven't eaten.
Then I noticed it because I was hungry, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, the whole Dream National, Act Local, and looking at the market. So I actually use that to outline markets I'm traveling to between now and December, and tracking a list. And so that was one of my aha moments. And then the other, of course, to be a guest. Don't y'all laugh at me. The only time I've looked at be a guest is when it was talking about being single and looking for a mate. Mm-hmm. I never thought about being a guest for any other reason related to what I do. So that was a big aha moment for me to start.
But hold on, let me qualify, because it's not just, remember, it's not about being a guest related to what you do.
That's right.
If anything, you qualify for it to be a guest for, because the goal is to get a relationship with the producers.
Okay. Yeah,
okay?
That's right. I forgot, because
Okay.
I remember her story, how she pitched herself while she was there.
Yeah.
So that was my other aha. And then the closeout was pitch the information, not yourself. So
Yep.
focus on the facts, stay out of your feelings. So we're focusing on the facts of what we want to share with the audience.
Love it. Yes. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, Carmen, I'm coming to get you. So Carmen should be coming. Carmen, give yourself permission to turn on your camera. And then wait, you're also, okay, so Carmen, can you speak?
Yes.
Okay, and then did you accept permission to come on camera?
Heck no, because I didn't think you were talking about me.
Okay, so when I say put your clothes on.
Yes.
So, okay, so
See, I thought it was only for people who said, okay, I got my clothes on.
Okay, so when I said who gonna come on and give an aha moment? And so what were you thinking?
That I couldn't do that at the moment because I'm not prepared.
So I think you need to go get prepared, because this is media.
Oh. T.
So I'm gonna go to Kendra.
T.
I'm going to go to Kendra because I've been saying that every night.
I know, T, but you know what, T, this is Swaggy Mom. You know, we had a conversation.
If I let you get away with it, it means I gotta let everybody get away with it. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh. All right.
That's why I gave you a heads up. Go get your clothes on so you can come on camera. I put it in the emails. I talk about this. So well, you go get your clothes on, and I'm gonna go get Kendra.
Okay, but we doing ahas from yesterday?
We doing ahas from yesterday, or whatever aha you want to give.
Okay, I'm gonna have to think of an aha because I wasn't able to attend yesterday.
Okay, I'll be back. You go get clothes on.
Okay.
Kendra, you should be able to accept and come on. Kendra, can you hear? Kendra, going once. Can y'all hear Kendra and I can't? How you still here, Carmen? You supposed to be going to put on clothes on. What do you mean? Okay, because Kendra said, how do you come on? So you enable your video. You should have gotten.
I never came on.
So you should be able to, I muted you, Carmen. So you should be able to click on video or something, because we can't even hear you. At the very least, we should be able to hear you. At the very least, we should be able to hear you. Okay, maybe because Kendra, you're the one that has trouble with the internet connection. Do I have a number 2 person, or Carmen, are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Okay, so we're gonna move on unless I got somebody really like, I'm ready to teach, I'm ready to seize the moment, let's go. Who is that person? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Jennifer. Okay, so Jennifer, by the skin of your teeth. Come on, baby. Let's see. Okay, Jennifer, I'm unmuting you. Can you at least talk? I'm hearing somebody. Jennifer, So we heard Tamika fine. We heard Tamika fine. Jennifer? Anybody else can hear Jennifer and I just can't?
Hello? I see my name behind you.
Okay, but you, for some reason, where's your camera?
In front of me.
Did you enable it to come on?
It didn't give me the option to
Okay.
enable it.
Well, I'm going to let you go because you were willing to come on camera. So it's tech difficulties. Carmen, because she thought she was going to get away with not coming on camera. So there's a difference. Let's go. Let me hear your aha moment.
Okay, my aha moment yesterday was, I guess a little bit of yes was the day before, but really the leverage part kind of grabbed me. I think that's what the lady before, I can't remember her name, but she said it the first person. But getting into a show and then using whatever you can to establish that rapport with the producers so that you can pitch what you really are genius in, what you really are beast in. I love that part, and that said a lot to me. But my real awakening moment, TJ, was challenging myself to overcome that hurdle that knocked me down every single time.
And what hurdle is that?
Getting in front of the camera and just doing
You
the
were
video.
willing to do it tonight and I can't get you?
I mean, and that was the live part,
Okay.
the 60-second video.
Hold on.
Wait.
I just sent you a message. It says ask to start video. Hold on.
There we go.
So I should be seeing you any second now.
Any second now.
There, my baby.
Hello.
Let me tell you something. I know. Let's celebrate Jennifer because I know how hard this has been for her. So I am so freaking proud of you because I know how long you've been hidden.
I was with your original Noisemaker. I remember you built the plane while we were flying it, 30 days, not just the 7. I remember, and I dropped out, I think, at 4 because I just couldn't overcome the whole video thing. I wouldn't get in front of it. I was afraid. I had a terminal case of the they says, and I was just concerned about everything except doing what God has enabled me to do. And I'm so glad that I overcame that. And I'm grateful to you for holding my hand through the whole thing, even though you didn't hold it like, come on, baby. No, you said you need to get out here. And I love it. I love it, PJ. I really did. Thank you. I was sitting at my desk, tears streaming down my face because I was terrified, but I did it anyway. And I had to overcome what you talked about the night before last, the shrinkage. I had to stop shrinking. And it's just been very, very eye-opening to me. A lot of ahas, and I'm grateful to you.
So it was the shrinkage that triggered that people need to hear. And see, when I tell y'all I'm called to love on God's kids, and it shows up in different ways. This is one of the ways it shows up. Jennifer has been a Facebook friend for a long time. So she gets all the shenanigans. Jennifer has been willing to pull out. We ain't never met. This is our first time actually talking.
I'm gonna meet you one day.
This is our very first time talking. And something happened on Periscope, was it? That she was like, I got the Vaseline and the blades ready. And so just to see her come out of the shadow, shut up, Tish and Reneka, to see her come out of the shadow is why I do what I do. It really is. I'm called to love on kids, on God's kids, whether it's through media or it's through resilience or whether it's through however he shows up. So I'm glad you finally found your voice. I'm glad that you finally said yes and got over the days, the days ain't paying your bills. The days, are not, they not even your neighbor, they not even in your league. So I'm gonna stop there so I can regather myself and teach media. But I'm glad you came, Jennifer. I'm glad you came on camera.
I am too. I am too.
All
Good
right.
night. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jennifer. Okay. Wow. Okay. Come on, Teach. Get back into it. Okay, so we're gonna talk some media now. As soon as I get back to sharing my screen. How about that? We're gonna talk some media. All right, so what we're gonna expect for the rest of the night is discovering what your noisemaker personality is. Okay, Sonia, I see you. I'll be able to pull you on. And it's all about the avatar. That's gonna be a game changer for some of you as well. And then we're going to cover the technical difficulty, the technical aspect of how to crush your interview. That's what we're going to cover for the rest of our time together. And I'm just going to take a breather. I've been watching the time. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm just going to trust that what's supposed to come out and the time that it's coming out is going to be because of all the tech. And you know, guys, I don't like to delay you. I don't like to waste your time. So I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach. All right, so well, if it will change. All right, so we know this is the room. Everybody should be taking their capes off. Not one person should have a cape on because I'm the expert in this field. You get to relax and let me pour into you, and there's nothing to hide, nothing to protect, nothing to prove, and nothing to defend. So capes off. Let's roll. Day 4, we talked about yesterday, investigating the landscape and how you have to dream national and act local, because national shows for you to be on as an expert are going to ask you, have you been on any other local stations before they give you their national platform? And so then the second thing we covered was being a guest first. That was the exercise that I told you I needed to correct. Be a guest first. And then newsjacking. We hit on newsjacking. That's the biggest secret that can blow up your business, your book, or your brand. And it's simply when something pops off in the news, pops off as a social media trend. If something jumps off, butt into the dang conversation and let folks know how beast you are. That, I saw Michelle's, and I think I saw Ashley's newsjack today on the thread. And then DeShawn, I gave you an example of DeShawn Bullard, who she was supposed to be here. I don't know if she's going to make it because she's getting ready for the Bonner Brothers show. Nettie's asking, what do you mean by that? Mean by what, Nettie? Mean by what? But DeShawn is who I did a newsjack about the Wakanda Warriors, and that one newsjack actually landed her on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. One pitch off of that newsjack, one pitch. So that's what we covered yesterday. Show them how beast you are when a trend comes out. Nettie, have you been here? Were you here yesterday? Listen, go register. Well, you already registered. Go listen to yesterday's replay. I spent a lot of time on newsjacking. So it will explain to you exactly what it is. Or you can go to IamANoisemaker.com. That's okay. Oh, it's your first day. Okay, sunshine, got you. So the original email that was sent to you it has a link that has all the past assignments. And so click on yesterday, but then you can go to IamANoisemaker.com, Noisemaker.com, and you can download the free book on Newsjacking 101, and it'll explain it in its entirety. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, if you need to actually engage with me over here, it's the noisemakerchallenge.com. That's where you get all the assignments, all the replays, all the everything over at the noisemakerchallenge.com. So we're hitting on serve your audience. Sharon says, I've been getting my feedback from friends, the 3 things I'm good at. Okay, I think that was what, day 2, day 3? Today, one of my coworkers who I didn't ask spoke highly of me to someone who is looking for a position, and it brought tears to my eyes to hear out loud what I've had a hard time saying about myself. See, I'll be having y'all do stuff just for the sake of doing stuff. All right, so serve. And did I say serve? When you are doing media, you are looking for the problem that you solve, the problem that your product solves, the problem that your service solves. When you are looking to do media, you are not tuned in to WIIFME. You are tuned in to WIIFTL, What's in it for the viewer? What's in it for the listener? What's in it for the reader? It's not about you, boo. We've covered that. So that's what Tamika was saying. And so here's the thing. This is why I kind of want to unpack this a little. I've been telling you, folks are always watching. Sharon just said it. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Sharon just said it. Somebody that she didn't even ask spoke very highly of her because folks are always watching. They're always watching on social media. They're always watching you, you know, what you're doing at work. They're always watching. And so you have to represent and be fully, wholly, and completely, authentically you, which means you have to own every single quirk you have. It took me to about age 40, 41 to own every single quirk I have. I have a childlike, what some have described even as a childlike naivete about me, which sometimes make people think that they can get over, and then they get the other side and they realize, oh wait, she ain't just always rainbows and unicorns. She ain't gonna just let you just run over her. She's not gonna let you just get away with dirt and not pay, you know, she ain't gonna let you do that. But I embrace that. If at some point I recognize and I woke up and I recognized that this is who I am. I can't be serious all the time. I'm not the person that I don't avoid confrontation. I don't hate confrontation, but I'm not going picking a fight. You're not just going to see me putting stuff out there to get a reaction so that we can battle. That's not going to happen. What you are going to see is me being loving, me being embracing, me actually being, you know, the unicorn, and always looking for the bright side. And always looking for, how do we make sure we handle this correctly? And at one point that was almost taken out of me, this sunshiny disposition, this way I have about myself that actually people kind of like, either you're going to tolerate it or you're going to embrace it, or you're going to be like, that's too much. She over the top for me. I'm literally pretty much always like this, except when I need to recharge, and then I'll check out and go away. I've had to embrace that. I've had to embrace that I like bright colors and I like Chuck Taylors, and I don't necessarily talk like I'm a 45-year-old adult most times. I like words like giddy and yummy and delicious, and I have begun to just embrace and settle that. Because my ex-husband tried to actually kill that. That's what he came for. It took me some time to realize that that's what he came for. And it's like, no, I had to actually build that back up. So whatever it is that makes you uniquely you, whatever it is that's how I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up like this with y'all. Who was it I met recently? I get it all the time, but I met her recently, and it was her first time meeting me. Was it Kendra? Was it you? And the first thing you said was, oh my God, you really are like you are on Facebook. Like, yes. And people say that all the time, almost like, okay, there's no way you can sustain that. It was Kendra. That's what I thought. There's no way you can sustain it. But that's who I am. And that's who I am in any situation, unless I'm trying to be hidden. Now, I want to kind of walk you through how I walked you through the pre-Beast in the Media Streets. Remember I did that on whatever day that was? I want to walk you through how I own my quirks and work it has led, because I want you to begin. Because when you're doing an interview, you don't show up who you think they want you to be. You show up as who you are. Catch that. You show up as who you are. I show up as TJ Mercer, who happens to be a domestic violence survivor, who happens to be a 5-time author, who happens to be, but I'm still TJ. So you're going to show up as Jennifer, who happens to be a beast at actually dissecting scripture. You're going to show up as Kim, who happens to be, I think, Kim, your brand is real estate, if memory serves me correctly. Reneka, she's going to show up still being fully Reneka, but going to talk strategy. Got a good memory, don't it, Kim? So whatever that is, but now I didn't just wake up like this. It was a journey. It was like a 3 or 4 year journey that started out with when I first hit Facebook. It started when I first hit Facebook. And I would write long posts because I didn't know. Anybody told me what the rules were. So I would just write what was on my heart. I would write what I wanted. And so I would have my real life friends come to me and go, dang, girl, you write some long posts. And then they proceed to tell me everything I wrote. And I was like, well, if it wasn't interesting, if you didn't want to read it, you could have kept scrolling. Sonia, who y'all gonna hear from later, she tickles me. She'll look, she said, okay, that's a lot to read. I'm gonna make a bookmark and I'm gonna go read it later. And so I'm just like, okay, but what I did, watch this, what I didn't realize is that those early days of, and I would be transparent, real transparent. I would tell you what I was going through, what was happening, because I'm not a private person, God, and that took time. That's a quirk of mine that I had to embrace. That I am not a private person. I don't, I'll tell you, I gotta go pee, y'all. And Reneka, God bless her. Reneka, I could be on Zoom with Reneka and be like, Reneka, we gotta go to the bathroom. Guys, and Reneka will cringe. Like, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, Tish says, bless you, Reneka. Reneka has to put up with a lot with me. But I'm just not a private person. I tell my business, not for the sake of telling my business. I tell my business so you never feel alone. But I'm built like that. Everybody's not built like that. I'm built to live out loud. And so that I didn't know that those long posts was God's way of getting me comfortable with writing from my heart. I never wanted to be a writer. So that was his way of getting me comfortable. And so then when it came time, he assigned me, I was already comfortable with telling my stuff. So it was nothing for me to put it in a book that I knew would help people. I don't just tell my stuff to just be provocative and that's not what I do. I don't write posts there's always an intent behind my posts. And so he used that to turn that into a book. That book put me at the doorstep of Lisa Nichols, my coach. And so last night after we wrapped, Tish sent me a very nice message thanking me for being on the team, and I'm working in the deaf, so she's thanking me, but she gets to see the behind the scenes action. And so I immediately went to Lisa. Lisa is the one that pulled the black curtain back for me to see the behind the scenes. So I sent Lisa a video message just thanking her because I am who I am really because of Lisa. Lisa is the one that spotted it. Because when Lisa came into my life, I've known Lisa for many years. We had disconnected, but I was happy. I seen her, her escalation. I was crazy about it. I was happy watching for a distance. So then when it brought us back together and I joined Global Leadership, her program, the Global Leadership Program, she called me to a hotel room one night and she basically said, you're hiding. And that's why I can come after people for hide. That's how, because I know somebody did it for me. And so in so many words, she said, you are the type that even when you go in the corner, people are going to spot you because you have that kind of light. And it was like, wait a minute. So I'm not crazy. I'm all these years of this really happening that, I can be a perfect stranger and they tell all their business to me because they're comfortable. And so Lisa began to shape me and Lisa began to see that I'm okay just as I am. Lisa helped me to be a better storyteller. She taught me to own my truth. She taught me to live out loud, even louder than I already was, and that would be okay. So all of those quirks have gotten me media because that's why I'm so good. I get invited back for interviews because I don't show up as an expert. I show up as TJ Mercer, who happens to be an expert. There is a difference. I don't care if you see me talking about domestic violence, something serious. I don't care. You always gonna have Tia. She gonna crack a joke. She gonna laugh. She gonna use ebonics. She gonna use slang. She gonna make up words. She gonna do whatever. And so when I was last night, I was thinking about, I had stolen a dress from my mom of what I was going to wear for TBN. And my interview is Tuesday. And so when I went home, I stole a dress from my mom, and I posted about it. For those of you who are my Facebook friends, y'all know I told you I stole my dress that I'm wearing for TBN. And it's a very straight kind of dress. And I love the way where I'm bragging, like I stole a dress from my mama. I'm a thief. So, but that's what I tell y'all on Facebook. I'm a thief. So it's a nice dress. But something hit me going, you're trying to put yourself in the box. You're not conservative. Like, so I wasn't comfortable, but I knew I didn't have time. I didn't have time to figure out what I really wanted to wear. So I was on IG the other night and I saw it. I'm like, we have to make this happen. So I hit my 2 people that I was like, I don't care what you got to do. You got to make this happen because this is what I'm wearing. This is not conservative. This is me. I am not going to change. My testimony does not get diminished. My testimony, my journey does not get played down. I don't get to tone down to actually then fit into this box. I'm going to show up for the people that will be watching that interview who need my kind of light. So I'm going to show up with what I want to wear that actually makes me feel good, that actually is compliment to my personality. Now, the old TJ would have been like, okay, TBN, biggest Christian network in the country. I should probably wear a dress and I should probably look all Christian-y. I should probably look all Christian-y. And then I was like, wait a minute. I tell my Mavericks always be you. I tell my Mavericks always be you. How do I get to play down and do something different? No. So that's part of why my day has been chaotic, because my crew is pulling together what I really want to wear. Because I'm going to represent a woman who was broken, who was torn apart, who was expected not to be anything by my ex-husband's standards. It's like, no, they got to see who I am. I can't be all who TJ is and I'm in a button up and all this. No, the dress is cute, but no, I can't do that. That's when I know I've owned my quirks. That's when I know I'm fully always going to be who I am. Tish says, send it back to your mama then. Really, Tish? You want me to send the dress back to her? I probably will. I'll give it to her when she comes to LA. How about that? So I want to know what that is for you. Not now, but this is what I want y'all to think about. When you start doing media, don't show up who you think they want you to be. Show up who they are. There are so many. There's a Black woman, what's her name, on CNN. Gosh, I should have found that. Reneka, make a note, because I want to put this as a teaching moment at some point. Make a note for me to find the woman on CNN, because I remember screenshotting her tweets. But, you know, people were talking about how she going to be on CNN with long nails and looking real like Black woman. She had a bald cut, like dope woman. And she was like, yo, because I'm Simone, that's her name. It's like she owns her genius. That's why we did that first. She owns her genius. And this is how she likes to dress, with her long, elegantly, what am I trying to say? Intricately designed nails. Because she knows what she's talking about. Simone said, thank you. You do pronounce it Simone, right? But that's a great example of a person who actually has owned her genius and embraced her quirks at the same time, okay? Did I miss something? Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, so, all right, who wants to put their clothes on for this next part? Because I'm gonna demonstrate it. So who wants to volunteer and put your clothes on? As we talk about, it's all about the tar. It's all about the tar. Zakia says she will. Okay, Zakia. Hold on. Well, here, let me teach it, and then I'm going to bring you on for the demonstration. Okay, so it's all about the tar. It's all about the tar is meaning your avatar. And this particular exercise is, like, wait, before I say Zakia, I forget what your brand is, but the volunteer should be someone who is, and you confirm if this is you, Zakia, you know what your brand is, you're already in the lane of your brand. Are you coaching or you got expertise, you got clients, whatever that is, just confirm with me, Zakia, because for them to really get it, it needs to be someone who already has an established brand. So Zakia, just confirm that for me while I explain. So, Zakia says pick someone else. All right, who else? Okay, Tamika, I see you. So this is an avatar exercise that's different than what you normally do. Because Reneka, when she did it, I made her do it. I was like, no, go back and do it my way, not the way in corporate. Do it my way. And avatar is a voice, a touch, a reason. They are the person that makes you go find your voice. They are the person that actually touches your heart. And they are the person, he or she is the person, is the reason why you do what you do. It's the person that will make you go find your voice when you don't want to find your voice. It's the person that touches your heart, that when they win, when they finally get what you've been teaching them, when they finally nail it, it touches you. It makes you giddy. It makes you like want to scream. For me, it's like when my Mavericks, they book themselves and they slide into my inbox and I just want to high five and then I break out into a Cabbage Patch. That's what it touches me on that level. And then it's the reason why when I don't want to get on Facebook Live, when I don't feel like teaching YouTube, Instagram, when I don't feel like it, I still go find my reason because they are it. See, I told y'all. They already said, Zakia says, I never thought about it like that way before. I told you. TJ's smart. All right, so I'm getting ready to grab you. Let me go grab Tamika. Again. Tamika, can you hear? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to share the screen again so they can see what we're doing. Okay, so in your homework, you're gonna have these same questions, okay? And Tamika, you're gonna answer each one of these questions. So when you think of that person that makes you go find your voice, that makes you touch your heart when they win, that makes you find that reason to keep going, is it a male or a female? And now let me qualify. This is purely a selfish exercise. It's not about them. It's about who makes you feel this way. So when you think about, if it's not about them, but you, are you working with a male or are you working with a female?
Okay, so what if you work with both?
See, listen to the instructions.
I'll say female.
But listen to the instructions.
Okay.
It's the person when they win, when you visualize this person winning, that is like, I was built for this. I was created to help them. I was created to serve them. Is that a male or a female?
I would say male.
See, that changed. So how old is that male?
18.
Somebody write these answers down for her. And not in the chat, like write them where you can take a picture for her and send it to her, okay? What ethnicity are they?
African American.
What do they do for a living?
They're a college student.
They're a student, okay? Are they happy being a college student?
Yes.
How much do they earn right now? Or are they a broke college student?
They're broke college students.
Where do they live?
Interesting. Atlanta.
Are they married?
No.
Okay, so number 9 is not relevant. Are they single?
Yes.
What's their specific problem that you solved?
They didn't have enough money to pay for college.
Okay. And why did they call you for help? Not about your expertise, but why are they working? Why are they choosing you?
Because they trust me and they trust the knowledge I share with them.
Why?
Because they see me as their expert.
Why?
Because of the work, because of the work I provided to them and other students in their cohort.
So there are other people that do what you do. So why you?
Because they can relate to me. I guess because they can relate to me as another minority, and the fact that the organization they trusted to become a part of trusted me enough to bring me in as their resident expert.
And so when you think about them trusting you, why do they just trust you? Because they're just trusting you because this company said y'all should trust Tamika? Or is Tamika showing up in a way that is earning their trust?
Okay. Tamika showed up in a way that earned their trust, and I showed authentic care and concern for him and his other fellow students.
Okay. What's his name?
Dravion.
Dravion?
Yes.
All right. So everybody catch this. From here going forward, Tamika, for here going forward, every word, every video you do, every time you take the stage, every meeting you stand in front of where you're speaking to a room of students, you're speaking to that room, but you're calling out Dravion. And
Okay.
you're calling out Dravion because when you have a specific person in mind, you're going to talk differently, you're going to show up differently, and it's going to be non-negotiable that Dravion raises their hand. His name may not be Dravion. His name may be Terrence. His name may be Charlie. But you're speaking, that doesn't mean you left all the other students behind. But it's the days that you don't want to get up that you're going to think about Dravion. And then you're going to be able to reference the many Dravions that you have helped that have given you that feeling of giddiness that makes you feel like you the bomb.com and that you can do anything.
Okay.
So every time you open your mouth from this day forward, how do you think I attract a lot of people to me in my lane of being in the resilient space? It's because I call those people out. I know I'm dealing with people that makes me happy, like the Jennifers that eventually go and find their voice. That's because every time I'm speaking, I'm teaching to everybody, but I'm coming for the Jennifers. I'm coming for the Jennifers that feel like they have no voice. They need to stay hidden. They don't think anybody sees them. They don't think that they matter. They don't think that they're good enough. So then when Jennifer finally comes up on video, that's why you see the tears, because I know I did my job. So when you know that you've helped the Davions and you've helped them figure out that they can have the money for college, you're going to show up in a way that I'm telling you will blow your mind. Just because you've settled on, this is who I'm going after. Everybody else just gets to eavesdrop. Got it?
Got it.
All right. So the rest of you, that's going to be your homework. That is going to be your homework, because when you're doing media, and you may have different avatars for different things, because my avatar for media is different than my avatar for my heart space. Jennifer is the perfect example of who my avatar is. And that's why that's why I have you be selfish about it. That what makes you feel. So if it's a Black woman, if it's a white woman, if it's a white man, it doesn't matter. It's what makes you feel for whatever reason it is. You're entitled to feel how you feel. That's why there's no judgment about this. It really is about you seeking out those people that make you feel good about the work that you do and the work that you put out in the world. Does anybody have any questions on that exercise? Dee says, this is really good, great teaching. Michelle, and your target here hears you better than everyone else. Yep. Brenda loves it. This is so good. Good, good, good. Patrice says, I love this exercise. Good. So you're getting it. Can it be a family member? If that's who makes you feel good, if that's what makes you find your voice, it could be whoever you want it to be. But it has to be very specific. You remember I said, if we had gotten to the question of what do they do for a living? And she said corporate, I would be like, nope, I need to know what do they do? They're a paralegal. They're this. How much do they earn? It's not, oh, they earn between $75,000 and $100,000. No, they earn $76,000 a year. You have to be specific, because you have to visualize who you're called to serve. Kia said, my young mogul Kimmery is watching. Oh my God, y'all, I had the most amazing class today with these kids that just make us look like we just nothing, what they do in the world. And Miss Kimmery is one of them. And Miss Kimmery actually is on a mission to teach kids Japanese, because she speaks Japanese. She has a fashion line. She's getting ready to come out, be a part of a book anthology, and she makes handmade leather bracelets with your name in Japanese inscribed. So Miss Kimmery ain't no joke. All right. Okay, so good. We understand the TAR exercise. Wow, TJ makes you dig beyond the surface responses to find out what sets you apart. Exactly. Pam says, this is so good. I'm blown away by this information. I paid thousands of dollars for branding info and never got boom, 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 boom. And you didn't even pay anything to get here, get your Pam. Because so can you imagine what I'm going to teach in Media Mavericks Masters? All right, so let's keep it moving. Oh, Tamika is tonight's winner of the I Am a Noisemaker. Since she volunteered, Tamika's the nice winner. The nice winner. She is nice. So Tamika, has Tamika already won this week? Has she already won? Okay, no. Okay, so I'm gonna say like, wait, no, has she already won? All right, so Tamika, Tish is probably already in your inbox to send you a link. So thank you for being on the hot seat. All right, what's your noisemaker personality? So we've found our voice. We know what our avatar is. What's your noisemaker personality? What I mean by that? Noisemaker personality is, are you a person that plays the flute? How you show up is more soft-spoken and laid back. Or are you a person like TJ who plays the trumpet? I come in with a bang. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It goes back to what I taught you first. You are always going to be authentically you. So if like Coach Tawana, for some of you who know Coach Tawana, my LinkedIn expert, I don't think Tawana will ever go to trumpet status. That's just not her. But she is a powerful flute. The point I want you to make here, is it doesn't matter. I'm not interested in making a whole bunch of TJs. Not interested at all. I am interested in having my fingerprint on you. if you're one of my Mavericks. There are two people who can clearly, that are not my parents, there are two people who can clearly see their fingerprint. I mean, my pastor, Donald Bell, and Lisa Nichols. You can clearly see their fingerprints on me. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in watching you show up in the world, and I can see elements that I've taught you that you've embraced and you've taken on. But I'm here to pull out your genuine authenticity so that you can show up as a bomb flute that has that, or that, whatever it is. I just want you to actually be fully and authentically you. Arya says, I can definitely see Lisa's fingerprint. Yep, I'm proud of that. That makes me honored that you can see that. Michelle says, that's not a bad flute impression. Because I'm good, Michelle. What's next? So they're coming up. So I'm going to skip this because these were my replacement if our scheduled guest wasn't. So I'm going to come back to these two. So the last thing I want to tell you about this is how to crush your interview. So we've determined who your avatar is. We've decided that you're going to own whatever personality you are, whether you are a flute noisemaker or you are a trumpet noisemaker. You're going to own that. You're going to embrace it. You're going to show up with spunk. This is how you crush an interview. So S, you're going to show up with sparkle. It doesn't matter what platform I'm on, Facebook Live, doing a TV interview, doing a radio interview, doing a phone call that's going to be transcribed into a print interview, doesn't matter. You're going to always get full TJ. Always. You're going to always get full TJ. And I'm going to show up clearly excited about what I'm going to be there to talk about. I don't care if the host is not, I remember, this is not an interview. I remember I was doing a consult with a gentleman, super conservative, very successful person. And we were on Zoom and he's very conservative, you know, and I felt myself dimming. But I'm excited about what I know I can help him build and what I can help him do. But I felt myself dimming because he was so low key. And something triggered, like, no. If he think you over the top, then you ain't the coach for him. If he think you too much, not for him. Come to find out later, that's what drew him to me. Because he wishes he had that. Because every time I show up, I'm showing up with sparkle, loving what I'm talking about. So don't dim your light for anybody. P, you show up prepared. What do I mean by prepared? I don't necessarily mean just, you know what you're going to talk, what your talking point is going to be. No, you're going to show up ready to crush the game. You're going to show up knowing that you have practiced, you practice, and you practice, and then you practice some more, and then you practice some more. Because sounding effortless takes effort. Jamaica said, that's exactly why I chose you. Why, Jamaica? Because you know I'm crazy at this point. But sounding effortless takes effort. You should be able to wake up from a dead sleep, and quote your talking points. So I just want to briefly show you this video, what I mean by this. So well, it's not going to play now. The video not playing. That's weird. It played earlier, even though. Okay, so basically, this is the story of my mini media maverick. It's so weird. My mini media maverick, Truth. Truth is the most intense 11-year-old I have ever met. And I surprised him in DC. I booked him on two shows. No, he was doing two ABC shows. I had booked one. And I flew to surprise him. And he didn't know I was there. So I actually was recording. This is a recording of it. But for some reason, it's not showing the video. Actually, in DC. That's weird. But I surprised Truth. He didn't know I was coming. Truth's talking points are shaped around the acronym TRUTH. And he's an 11-year-old day trader. He was nominated for Black Enterprise Teen Entrepreneur of the Year. And the video is behind the slide. Okay. Okay, I bring the front. Let's see. Okay, I brought the front. Hi. Say hi. Okay. But the beauty of what the point I was making is you get to see truth. If you can see the video, you get to see truth out of me just come and say, truth, give me the U. Boom, he nailed it. Give me the R. Boom, he nailed it. Give me the first T. Boom, he nailed it. Give me the last H. Give me the H. Boom, he nailed it. Give me the last T. Boom, he nailed it. Straight. Why? Because I drilled him. I drilled him. I drilled him, and I drilled him, and I drilled him. Kia saw it. He nailed it without batting an eye. They saw it early because I played it for them. Wait, let me see if I still have. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can keep going. But you get my word for it. Take their word for it. That you can see him just nail it. Why? Because he showed up prepared and knowing I had drilled the crap out of him. You understand. Wait, Tam said, I got another code. And you are making me mad that I waste so much money. Everybody, post people out here promise but don't deliver. I found 3 who actually deliver. 1, I haven't paid a dime. And now that I'm listening to her, I wish I'd paid her the over 20K that I paid others. Thank you. And I'll see you on the replay. You got it, Pam. That makes me happy. You got it. You show up understanding there is a partnership. It is a partnership between you and the host. It's a partnership that you are there to deliver information that is valuable to the host audience. So there, you're not there, okay, well, in my book, go buy my book. No, you are there to solve a problem and a solution for the host. So make sure you show up. It's a dance that everybody else gets to listen to. And nuggets of expertise. If you've got years of expertise, you got a 3 to 5 minute interview or a 15-minute interview. You have to show up just dishing nuggets of expertise. Perfect example is what I've been dishing out to you for these last 5 days. There's 20-something years up in here. We ain't even gotten into what I teach in the program. I'm just giving you nuggets of expertise so that you can see what's possible for you. And then K, you show up knowing you earned it. Knowing that regardless if you pitch them, they pitch you, you show up knowing you earned the right to be there. They saw something in you that was valuable. So this was supposed to be DeShawn. She was the woman who I told you won Newsjack, landed her on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, won Newsjack. But because they are Mavericks, about 10 minutes before we were supposed to go live, I was like, listen, y'all gonna be around tonight? I need y'all because she may not be able to make it. So with that said, let me bring Are you under? Okay, Tish. It actually crashed, I see. Okay, Sonya and Bill, there we go. Okay, I just asked you to start the video. Are you muted? Okay, I unmuted you. Can y'all hear me? Sonya and Bill. Can you hear me? Y'all can hear Sonya and Bill? Sonya and Bill. Sonya and Bill. You're not muted. You're not muted. Hello. Bill and Sonya. Hello. Where y'all at? Is this just the night that people don't want to talk to me? Is this what happened here? Okay, they're in the chat. I know I see you, but I'm trying. Can y'all, are you able to enable something or? It says, they say in the chat that they're here. Are you able to enable something? So am I going to have to tell y'all about Sonya Bill? But Sonya put her clothes back on. She had just got home from work. I told her I was going to tell y'all. She had just got home from work when I told her. She was like, I already took my clothes on. I got to go put them back on. Okay. So I want y'all to, I don't know, Sonya and Bill. Let me try this again. Ask to start video. Sonya, Bill, look at the bottom of your screen. Do you see the little microphone? Is it muted? And then at the bottom left, there's something that says start and stop video. Do you see that? Because if not, then I wanted you guys to hear from them. All right. So I'm gonna just tell you the gist of their story. And well, it's only really good if you hear it from their side. We see it. Go out and come back in. Jamaica says it has to be allowed in their settings. So go out and come back in. And let's see. I'll give them 30 seconds to see if they come back in. And if not, then I'm gonna move on. And so while they're trying, so Bill and Sonya own the restroom kit that I mentioned to you guys. They own the restroom kit, and it's a deck of cards. Dang, I should have brought one right here. It's the size of a deck of cards where it has everything you need: the toilet paper, the seat cover, the tushy wipe, the hand wipe. Oh, I gotta go check to see if they log back in. They won't be coming back in as a. And yeah, they're back in. Promote to panelists. Okay. At the very least, we should be able to hear the audio. I'll take the audio at this point. Can you hear me, Bill and Zion? Okay, shoot. So they got the opportunity to audition for Thunderdome, Steve Harvey's Thunderdome. And even when you have a product, you still have to serve. So for them, it's like, what is the problem that your products actually, you're not going on to promote the restroom kit. You're going on to show that you've created something that solves the problem for the viewer, the listener, the reader. And so when they did the Thunderdome, not only I coached them one-on-one, I coached them in the middle of the street in West Hollywood, California, on the way to the airport. And not only did they land on the show, they messed around and my babies won $10,000. So what we talked about doing that when I was pitching them, and Bill was so tired because their bodies were on East Coast time. Bill was so tired, I didn't care. I had them out in the street in West Hollywood, do it again, do it again. I need to see some energy, do it again. I would shape the specific words because they only had a certain amount of time. And I was like, do it again. And so I drilled them over and over and over and over and over and over again. And as a result, they not only landed on the show, they won. But the thing that I wanted their ass to show you how much they had to actually practice so that it became effortless. So now, to be honest with you though, I was really surprised because between the two of them, Sonya is the one who is kind of more of the outgoing personality when it comes to media and being the face of the brand. Bill is the whiz behind it. And so when I saw the episode and it was Bill that came out hyping the crowd, I was like, that can't be my Bill. Like, it takes so much energy for me to bring that out of Bill. And so when I was like, he was the first one out and he came out running and hyping up the crowd, I was like, this just cannot be my Bill. But the beauty of it is they had practiced and practiced and practiced so much. So then he could be fully present. That's why I stay on you. So when you're doing the interview, you're not trying to remember what you're supposed to say because it's so ingrained in you that you could actually be fully present on what you're there to do and engaging. And actually, Michelle says, I'm teaching actor tricks. Be engaging and actually, dang, Sonia, I'm so sorry because you put your clothes back on for me. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening or whose end is on because I've sent the ask to start video several times. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sending it now. See if that works. Because at the very least, we should be able to hear you because you're not on mute. So something is definitely happening because you're not on mute. So we should be able to hear you. But with all that said, they leverage that into other stuff. They've done more media. They've gotten into the Emmy swag bags. And so now it's second nature to them when they speak of their brand because we worked on the pitch. We narrowed that pitch down. And as a result, they're very comfortable. So they're so comfortable that when I call them 10 minutes and say, okay, you know what? One of my guests actually can't make it. Can you pop on? All she wanted to know is what we're talking about. That's it. Like, okay, she's ready. So she even put her clothes on. All right, well, I tried to let y'all hear them. Maybe we'll do a Facebook Live in the Noisemaker squad later on. But I tried to let y'all hear from them. But they exist. They are in the chat, so you can believe them. How do I do this? Okay, so now, getting some more TJ into your life. So a publicist is going to run you about $2,500 to $6,000 per month with a 3-month retainer, no guarantees of that they're going to book you, and you're going to risk being burned because there's no guarantee. And they're not responsible for what comes out of your mouth. To work with me on my top tier level is $13,500, but I guarantee you, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I guarantee you that I'm going to book you on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, or CW at least 3 times. If you work with me one-on-one, and we're going to do soundbite training sessions. So, because I'm going to craft what comes out of your mouth. But everything that I use to do that for my one-on-one clients, I put it into the DIY program. So that is the program that we're actually getting ready to start teaching live coming up on August 16th. And you can do this. You can absolutely do this. You don't need to be a celebrity. You don't have to have a huge following. You don't have to have a publicist. And they're telling you now, you have a story. They only have 30 minutes to sometimes reach a story. So you got to be out there making some noise. You don't need tons of insider connections because you're hanging with the one insider connection you need, which is me. So Media Matters Masters live for 10 weeks, August 16th through October 18th. After that, we're going to do a monthly Q&A so that you can always stay connected to me. You have access to the private media Facebook group. And after the 19th of November, that access will only cost you $29.97, which gives you access to everything that I do regarding Media Matters Masters, the program. When I teach it live again, you can take it all over and it won't cost you a dime. Week 1 is development and location scouting. That is where I teach you how to build a cost-effective media plan. You start looking at where you fit in the media, crafting your segment. That is where I actually show you how to create a segment that actually leads somewhere. So Truth, we mentioned Truth earlier. When I wrote Truth segment, it was with the intent of getting Microsoft to notice him. He loves Microsoft stock. He's the 11-year-old day trader. So I wrote with the intent of when I wrote his segment, when I crafted his pitch, I wrote it with the intent of getting Microsoft at some point getting him on their radar. That pitch landed into an article. That article got shared. Guess who came a knocking? Microsoft. So he's got something yummy up his sleeve with Microsoft because we do pitches with the intent of what do you want to happen as a result of this. Week 3 is the Q&A webinar. And week 4 is all about the pitch on paper. Sonia and Bill said, TJ, the gremlins hijacked my computer tonight. We would love to come back and speak to your noisemakers. Oh, thank you guys. I don't know what happened, but it's all about the pitch on paper. That's where you're going to get the templates. You're going to get a complete breakdown of what makes a good pitch. You get the pitches that have been successful in booking media for myself and media for some of my clients. You have to pitch yourself. This is another tweet that an NBC Universal producer put out. You have to pitch yourself. Is the pitch on the phone. So I'll give you the scripts. You get recordings of actually watching me in action pitching so that you can see I walk the talk. Then week 6 is a Q&A, another Q&A webinar. Week 7 is going live in 3, 2, 1. That's why I dish out all my sweet sauce with actually becoming a dream guest for the producers. Week, what's that? 8. That's where you control your segment. Controlling their segment is where I told you that Patrice Washington got 5,000 opt-ins to her email list based on working with me one-on-one. Patrice did not do the DIY. Patrice worked with me one-on-one to help her craft her segments because she had a bomb publicist. But when it came to her segments, that's when she got some TJ in her life. And as a result, after 3 days of national media, she had 5,000 people opted into her email list. Week 9 is after the show, what's next? That's where media begets more media, begets more media, begets more media. Melissa says there should have turned on the light. Criminals don't like bright lights. And then finally, week 10 is the final Q&A webinar. Listen, with these Q&As, I don't care if you've not done any of the programs, show up for the Q&A webinar, participate, because you are each other's fellow mavericks. You are each other's fellow viewers, potential viewers. So when we run stuff by y'all, that's interesting. How has my screen done something weird for y'all? Did it lose its color or something? Because I'm looking at it on Facebook and it's like all of a sudden gone black and white. Okay, so maybe it's just this computer screen. Okay, so but show up to the Q&A webinars. Now, if you go to the website MediaMavericks.tv, you're gonna have to pay $3,500. However, because I decided I don't want to be in the Hollywood machine. Remember I said earlier, I was in the Hollywood engine when I did Shaft and did Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart's new film, Night School. That was when God actually started showing me, like, you're done with this. You miss your Mavericks. And so I set a goal of 250 new Mavericks, and we're going to hit that, baby. Let me just tell you, we're going to hit it. Renee gonna send me the numbers today. We're going to hit it. So as a result of result of going after that goal, I decided that we're going to make Mavericks $17.97 today. So because we're in day 5, we're going to make $17.97. Now, every day this week, it has gone up $100. If you have decided you want to be a Maverick, this is the time to do it. It has gone up $100 every day. You get access to November 19th, and then it just goes to $29.97 a month. Or you can do a single pay of $17.97, or you can do $665 for a total of $19.97. It'll be automatically paid in 3 installments for $665. You have to use the code NMC Thursday in all caps. Go to maverickshine.com, NMC Thursday in all caps. I've mentioned to you yesterday, I had veteran Mavericks who paid twice. They didn't realize they were grandfathered in because they took the first class, the very, very first Mavericks class. And as a perk for that, I grandfathered them in so they never would have to pay for another Mavericks class as long as I was doing it. They forgot that, and they still paid earlier this week. So I had to go refund them their money because they didn't remember. I could have gotten over, but that ain't who TJ is. If nothing else, I'm trustworthy and I'm always do right by you, and I will never intentionally ever cheat you. So, but the point I'm making is they thought it was so valuable that they were willing to pay for it twice. That's some good stuff. Then Cosette, I told you about Cosette earlier. Cosette is the one, she bought it, she enrolled in the program the weekend before last, dove into the material, sent out pitches last weekend, messed around and got herself booked on podcasts and 2 TV interviews. She went beast mode. So it works if she did 8 days. Now, here's where I'm about to get savage with it though, because some of you have already taken advantage, some of you have already jumped in, but here's where I'm getting savage with it. because I want you to actually have an accountability partner. I want you to partner with someone. I'm making it so ridiculously crazy for the rate that you can bring you a buddy. I'm making it free. You don't have to pay for a buddy. So essentially, you get a $3,500 program for half of the half, whatever that adds up. So $1,797 single pay, 3 pay of $665 in the Noisemaker squad. Okay, so understand, yesterday's code is expired. The thread that has the partner thread from yesterday is gone. If you have been here and you were like, you know what, I am going, because I didn't believe, TJ, that she was going to go up every day. Yes. So if you are wanting a partner, if you want a partner, there is the partner thread up in Facebook right now for you to go to find a partner, because you may not have someone outside this community who really understands what you want to be up to and how you want to actually make more noise. So Tish just posted the partner thread in the group. So go get a partner so you don't do this alone. Go get a partner. And then if something happens, you can't find a partner, Reneka may have some strangling partners. So make sure you go get a partner. But wait, there's still some more. All these bonuses, the Bankroll My Brilliance, it's teaching you how to monetize your brilliance. Scroll proof subject headlines, when we talk about pitches, how to write headlines that that producer can actually open that email. Stratagasm, that's what my sidekick, my right hand, Reneka, stalk the producers on LinkedIn. That's Tawana Ross, who did a special training for us. Webinar Tech Made Easy. Y'all know that's my girl, Dr. Denise, who keeps all my tech straight. And Blogging for Business. That's the person who you want to help you with newsjacking. So all the bonuses very valued at $1,300. And then each night I have given away to the first two people, not 2 teams, 2 people that actually leap and be like, and is like, yeah, Teach, I need you in my life. You get a free pitch review session. So after we do the pitch modules where I teach you all about the pitch, you write your pitch, you can get a pitch review session with me, okay? All right? And that's valued at $500 because my hourlies are $1,000. So again, you save $1,700 with a single pay of $1,797. Is $29.97 charged monthly after November 19th, or 3 payments of $665. Now, when you go into the partner group, make sure you say what kind of partner you're looking for. Are you looking for a single pay partner? Or are you looking for a multi-pay partner? So you can actually pair up the right way. So make sure you indicate that in the Facebook group. And then obviously you get two of you will get time with me. All right, and so the last thing, homework. Because this is a group where we love on each other, we win out loud, we ask for help because there's no judgment. You all have been active in doing your assignments. This time your assignment is to go read some of what your fellow noisemakers are saying, what they need, what you want to support them in, if they need help, even if it's just encouraging them. You're going to explore the threads and comment. Then I want you to indicate what kind of noisemaker are you? Okay, what kind of noisemaker are you? And all this homework will be spelled out, don't worry, in the email. Then I need you to complete that avatar exercise, and then you're going to do a video about it. You're going to do a video about it, knowing not about who your avatar is, but speaking directly to your avatar as to why they make you happy. Speak to your avatar as to why you love doing what you do, why you can help them. 60 seconds, no more than 60 seconds, because I don't have time to watch a whole bunch of videos. That's long. So 60 seconds, do a quick video as to, and speak directly to your avatar. Remember I said from this point on, any video you do, any stages you speak on, you're speaking directly to your avatar. So speak directly to them and just tell them how much you appreciate working with them, serving them, helping them win, helping them change, all of that. And then the fourth thing is there's going to be a thread where you just need to put in your name if it's different than what your Facebook name is. So if your name that you registered for the challenge is different, so if you got Chief Noisemaker as your name, then I will put my name is TJ Mercer and my email is XYZ. Now, let me be very clear. Email addresses, if I get one report of someone that's taken these email addresses and spam them, you're gone, period, gone. And I will tell people, this is a group of safety. And this is the best way for us to keep up with who's doing homework and, you know, who, so, because we're getting to the end and we're getting to the drawing of winning the scholarship. So make sure there's no taking somebody's email address and actually using it to mail them stuff. Comment on the thread if you have something that will support them. Do not take their email address. And then finally, what we do every day, your takeaways from today. And that, my friends, is the last word I think I have to say for the rest of the night. Amen, amen, amen. Any questions before we call it a night? And I will see you tomorrow for day 6 of the Noisemaker Challenge, where we will have E. Exclaim it. Exclaim it. And then don't forget, we're on break on Saturday. We're back together on Sunday at 2:15 Pacific, 5:15 Eastern, 4:15 Central to announce the winner and to do some hot seat coaching. What now? Alana had a question. Hold on. Alana had a question. Zakia, are there options besides trumpet and flute for type of noisemaker? I don't know. Write it down if you think if there's another option, because that's the only two I put on the slide. But if you want another option, that's fine. You can put whatever instrument you think you are. Alana, I've been reading comments and may look at a profile. Okay, I don't know what that means, Alana. Or Elaine, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And then you go, is that okay? I don't know what you mean by that. Kia says, Kimberly says she's more of an oboe in between. Of course she would. She speaks Japanese. So she would come up with oboe. I think it's okay. Alana, I don't know what that means, Sunshine. I don't know what that means. I think it's okay. You think what's okay? What is okay? I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm trying to let Alana type and then we're gonna say goodnight, because you can tell I'm losing my voice. I've talked all day. Email is not a profile. Alana, Tish, can you tag Tish? Because I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. So yeah, because I don't know what that means. So with that said, and it could be because I am tired and it's not making sense with your, short answers. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Mwah. Love y'all. I appreciate you. Bye.